Disclaimer: the following Boundless PodTrap episode contains strong opinions that some listeners may and will find offensive. If you cannot accept or respect others with a differing opinion from yours, then fuck off.
Rolling sound.
I like turtles.
Shush!
Oh, righty.
Let me see your war face.
Now, y'all ain't planning on fucking these chickens, are you?
Picture it. Sicily, 1920.
Aren't we fucking funny?
Streaming from the Midwest, right in the middle of the U.S. From Omaha, Nebraska, you're listening to the Boundless PodTrap, your entertainment podcast where we touch on all topics, from the crazy and absurd to the sacred and profane, and even the useless and unnecessary. The Boundless PodTrap knows no bounds. And now, here are your hosts.
You're up now. We can hear you. That whole intro was that. Had a tombstick? What? Oh, just dicks?
And what did you say before that?
Got a mouthful of dicks over there.
Dicks and what?
Off to a good start. This can't be monetized. I think that one's all right.
I like how you play like, oh, we're off to a good start when
Yeah, I know.
you fucking
When it's your...
when you push the wrong sound effects all the time.
No, that was the right sound effect. That worked. It's the menu. Eat it.
We've officially been doing this podcast for 3 years now.
That's crazy.
Officially?
Not me.
Oh.
You know, remember when you and I were doing like Justin before Lonnie came on? Before Lonnie came on, and we did like a couple like promotional things over at Michael's, like video stuff.
Yeah.
And we were just
I don't think
talk.
they're still not posted.
Well,
They are posted. They're on this platform, Spotify, Anchor.
The videos?
The videos are on YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the videos because you and I were going to sit there and talk to like plug this podcast, and you had the idea of bringing your wife's panties or something. So we like had like panties all over us when we were talking in one of the videos. Like,
Yes. That's.
Well, happy anniversary.
We were able to do that at Unemployed a little bit. It was just our swimsuits.
Eat it.
Whoa.
Hi, John. How are you?
John,
I'm
good.
He's hydrated.
Oh,
No, caffeinated.
sound like a bong rip.
I kind of did, actually. 3 years going strong.
Well,
Thank you. Happy birthday, guys.
yes.
Thanks.
We're
Do a rip for us.
Justin going, he's like side-eyeing me. Oh, no, there it goes.
oh shit.
That doesn't transfer well. The De Niro is.
The De Niro doesn't work.
It's strong for me. It's just not strong audibly.
No, you didn't do it in the microphone for the listeners. So.
And then he forced the door. Just when I think we can't get any better, we pull ourselves out of the muck and we hit that next level of perfection.
We do.
True. Facts.
And I just want to let you know that I really debated Justin on making this a pain in the ass for you to.
Oh,
edit.
don't.
It's gonna get bad later, so just hold off, please.
Is every answer ho?
It's gonna get bad later, I promise.
All right. How you guys been, by the way? Let's start that off.
How was this Christmases? Anybody do anything fun?
I'm saying that we normally do. We got my sisters on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, and stay the night at their lake house.
This is the stuff that I can't stand. It's only February and we're talking about Christmas already.
God,
Wait.
Earlier and earlier. Every
I got you guys some
year.
presents here. There's some envelopes.
White
So
envelopes.
how was your Valentine's Day?
Oh, I
Hallmark replied with, great.
It's the only holiday I refuse to celebrate besides
Not a
this and
holiday.
Arbor Day. Fuck Arbor Day.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
It's a fuck.
Can we
face.
do another Arbor Day or fuck?
How do
Can
you get audio of me masturbating?
Can we do
Okay.
Can we do
Now you're
another
gonna say what
Hallmark commercial?
I
And done.
That's an ugly cry.
I said it. How'd you get that? I didn't think anybody was watching.
So this you're okay with playing for like 45 minutes. But when we had that Michael Jackson thing.
That's copyrighted.
Really quietly, and you're after like 5 seconds like, okay, we got to stop.
We gotta turn them off.
Because I can't concentrate. When women are crying, I can hear that.
He's got a wife and 2 daughters. He can just tune that shit out.
Oh, did you need something?
You know what came up on my timeline the other day? That was 3 years ago.
What's that?
When you guys had Moxley's baby shower, and I won the porn star
That came up
orgasm.
on
Did you get
mine,
a
too.
sex seat with that swing?
That was for his birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still unopened.
Can I have that?
Sure. Somebody will get use out of it. They don't like when you set it up at a park.
Why not? They should.
But no, I was like, that was 3 years ago already. That doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, Mox will be 3 in next month.
God, that's crazy.
Right on.
Jesus. My niece will be 6
Really?
on Saturday.
Wow.
Well, it'll be past since. Happy birthday, Livy.
That means my
If
niece
you're
will be 7 in like a few months.
You just shouted out your 6-year-old niece. You're letting her listen to this fucking podcast.
Hey, that's her parents' problem, not mine.
Worst uncle and parents
Or
I've
best.
ever met.
After he just said,
Or
like,
best.
how'd you get audio of me masturbating?
I'm taking her to the Amazing Pizza Machine next week.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Hopefully you'll see me there.
I just went there.
Sunday, show up.
Dude, there's some badass kids over there. I took
Fat ass kids.
Fat. Well, that too.
It is
probably.
a buffet.
It's the all you shouldn't eat buffet.
Oh,
That's usually what
You
those
have a
are.
lot of room to talk in a room full of fat people.
yeah.
I know.
Fat fuck.
I am
me?
probably part of it.
I feel like
I'm
lost
soliding
some
out
of the chunk
Oh.
that I was putting back on.
Turn around, I found it.
Oh, John, how nice.
Grab your ankles, I'll fill you up.
Oh, whoa. Throwback
Where
to
is
the
it?
movie review.
I'm going to call you Van from here on out.
Hey,
Oh.
do because I can feel.
Why? Because I'm full of candy and creepy children.
Well, anyways, I've
I'm white with no
And
windows.
this is my last episode. I'm white with no windows and full of candy.
And what else?
Missing children.
You'll see me circling playgrounds.
Oh my God. Like, if
I'm
we
not Mikey.
If we were. If we were like under like some kind of corporation here, we'd be canceled after that.
And you can check us out on Spotify. I mean, Apple Podcasts. I mean,
security will see you out.
Justin's YouTube page.
Justice is going to bleep this whole segment for like 10 minutes. Longer than that cry.
There it is. There it is.
Oh boy.
But yeah, no, I've been helping out one of our Lincoln buddies, Joshua Wexelman.
Try that again?
Joshua Wexelman.
Have you gave him any hugs?
Yes.
That was so messed up when you did that.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, you don't. Flat water?
Oh, no.
Oh, I was.
Oh,
weren't
no.
there.
We said, delete this whole thing. This should not get out.
Well, people know, I think.
Nobody knows. It was a secret. Like, I was told it in confidence.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say anything.
Jenny and Carolyn told him
I'm
that
saying it on the
Wexelman
podcast.
hates hugs. He doesn't like people touching him. And this is like, we're at our table eating. He's at the bar putting in an order from across the way. Lonnie just, once she says that, beelines up there. We can't hear what Lonnie's saying. He said like one thing to him. And
I
then
went
just
up.
wrapped his
I went up
arms.
to him and I go, "Hey, I seen your movie. I loved it." And he goes, "Thank you so much." And I go, "By the way, I apologize." And he goes, "Huh?" And I hugged him. And he looks at me. He goes, "I don't like this." And then he looked over my shoulder and he goes, "Did Jenny tell you about this?" And I go, "Shh, just enjoy it." And he goes, "Jenny told you, didn't she?" And I go, and I let go. And he goes, "That was uncomfortable."
Well, that's because you had a boner the whole time.
And to Lonnie's defense,
Poked him in the ribs.
Lonnie has a condition.
Don't tell me that I can't do something because I'm going to try to do it.
It's a medical condition.
He
needs to hug.
I felt bad from sitting over there because it's like, yeah.
Jeremy, I get up. Jeremy just goes,
No.
It's not so much the hugging; it's the humping.
I didn't
It's the nibbling on his ear.
I
that
didn't
got
let him
me.
finish.
thrust
A
once.
hot breath on his neck.
Stop it.
I didn't thrust once.
Yeah. No.
I
Anyways,
didn't have to.
so he's filming a sort of a short. I've been helping out with that. I've been one of the actors. So that we're trying to film it next week. Finish the last filming of it.
Do you wear eyeliner in it?
I do.
It was hot.
I bet you he didn't even tell you to do that. You just came to set like that.
I have to fill out my parts.
It's
man.
like, dude, you're supposed to be playing a pastor. And you're like, no, I'm an emo dude.
A cool pastor.
Hell yeah.
He says things like, "It's okay to have piercings.
I'm a-
Jesus had piercings."
The characters in which we play are pretty much ghost hunter podcasters. So we just set things up and,
Oh, that's nice.
and we're popular. We're YouTube famous is one of the lines.
Oh,
I don't want to give it too much away, but that's
just-
been.
So
just
much
gave
for
away
your
the farm.
confidentiality contract you signed.
Actually, I don't know if I signed anything. We'll find out.
Oh, your NDA is fucked.
Whoops. Anyways,
Anyway,
What?
what are we here for?
podcasting.
Oh,
I think we're gonna do a few games. I think you got
Yeah.
like a list of things, and then
you guys listen.
I wanted to-
you and me my lists.
I want to do a little bit of something to kind of
Wind us down and put us to sleep.
echo off. I might go second. Probably echo off of Lonnie's topic from last like his plans.
You should go second. We'll do ours if we
So-
have time, or we'll do mine if we have time.
We'll have time.
I've got, and then I have the game of all games with prizes. So
My game has a prize too.
does it?
It does.
Nice.
Just one prize.
Mine has prizes for everybody.
Jeremy, there's a story that I think we've kind of touched on once or twice, but I don't think
Who
we've gotten
touched
all
you?
the way through. And I wanted to see if you would be comfortable with like telling the story from like the start. There was a person that you met online, and then I want to know the whole interaction.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't even know.
I'm getting there. Between there
sorry.
all the way up until me and you went to go meet her boss for work. Would you tell that story?
What?
This is where you put the cricket sound in.
I don't even know what's happening. What are you talking?
There's a story of this person that you
is story.
maybe there's like a another meme of like
Isn't that what you said? Dugan's voice would sound like.
it's a guy going. He's like, I'm addicted to bare naked ladies, and he's like in a little confessional booth, and then the priest is like, how long has it been since your
Like,
last
it's
confession? He's
been
like,
one week.
it's been.
Dude, I got reminded of that joke that you told last time over the yoga instructor getting
Oh.
evicted. Because I
Namaste.
listened to our last episode, I fucking died again. So funny.
Namaste.
But anyways, there was a chick you were probably seeking to have romantic relations with at one point, or at
Coitus?
least just dating or so. And she was very high maintenance. I remember that much. And I don't know how far
Any
we went
woman?
into it. We end up running into her at a gentleman's club. And you kind of told me a little bit about her. I was like, oh, that I had an interaction with her, and she was just expecting so much. And we had a meeting because we were going to use her boss, or her work, I should say, for a location to shoot,
Movies?
which we did not use hers. We used the Rhino.
I'm trying to remember the girl because I not to sound like a slut, but there's been a few girls
So
I've talked
many.
to that are dancers that
Or Hooters
Okay,
girl?
this one was probably like a solid Iowa 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Lonnie.
Hey, I'm a solid 475.
Are you being
At
100% honest?
At least.
Oh, wait. Was the club here in
Yeah.
Nebraska or in Omaha or Lincoln?
It's here in Nebraska. It was the
Why'd you say it like that?
Because he doesn't want to plug. It's
What
the
about this
Dusty
story?
Roads.
Like, I don't understand.
the way that you sort of explained it to me. It was very like, wow.
It's the
okay,
son of a
yeah.
plumber.
So
yeah,
I-
nobody. Let's say nobody.
I
picked
want
up
you
on
to
that.
tell
That was
the
a while
story.
ago.
I
And I don't
know.
even know if it's.
Make it up as you go. Sensationalize it as much as you want.
What are you getting at with this?
This ball was dropped like back at the 20-yard line, and we're like
Probably.
in the parking lot at this point. What the
feel
fuck
like
is going on?
He's failing to.
Are you having a stroke?
Are you trying me to tell a
Do you
story that doesn't
s-
exist?
Do you smell toast?
So there was a chick who he was
Why don't you tell?
This is a while ago.
This story.
I don't remember.
So Jeremy and I went scouting one day. We were looking for a location in which we can film something. And
Was it porn?
we ended up coming to this gentleman's club, and we went inside to meet with the boss, and the boss wasn't there. And they're like, oh, he's not here. He's up there. And then we went back to wait in the car. And then we went back into the place, and then some ladies of the night approached us. And then one of them was asking us if, like, you know, we were looking to have some fun or something like that. And we're like, no, we're just here to meet with the boss, you know? And they're like, oh, hey, he's just up at one of his other locations up the street. He'll be back in like 10, 20 minutes. And then as we were leaving, Jeremy was giving me this vibe, like let's go. I know that chick. So when we got back to the car, he was kind of explaining a little bit of what happened. He's like I don't know if it was months or years or so. This woman in particular kind of matched with him on a dating site. And then she was going off as though like she's only going to accept 5-star locations. And
I vaguely remember this now. Yes, I do.
After so much tang since then, this is the one.
Well, no. No, yeah, I remember. I remember vaguely. It wasn't like we had like a.
I don't think you guys even met up, did you?
We never met up.
Yeah.
And we stopped talking after that. But yeah, I remember to an extent, like she was saying that we have to go to like expensive places, this and that. I mean, she was basically being a stripper.
An escort.
In her real life, like how she scams guys out of money while she's at work at the club.
She doesn't turn it off.
She doesn't turn it off. And so, we walked in. I think she was like the very first one that we saw. And I was like, ooh, boy, like, let's get out. I mean, that whole thing just left not just that, but that night left a sour taste in my mouth for the place that will be called
the Dust.
the place that will remain nameless because, yeah.
That was so when we got back to the car finally, because we probably wasted an hour maybe
more than that.
We went driving around and came back, and then they said like he was still not there. And then after we went driving out again, he called us, and then he's like, oh, "I'm getting a bad vibe from the girls here." It made me assume that she remembered who he was.
No, it wasn't her. Remember, there was another girl there so this is for unemployed when we were scouting out locations. And I needed a bunch of strippers for one of the scenes. And so I had a bunch of girls that I just like, who better to play strippers than strippers? So I contacted and put a call out and had girls respond back. And one of the girls that worked there, who was kind of like the person that set up the meeting or whatever, she was going to be in the movie, but she had said that she was bringing all these people to set when we were filming. And I told her that's not how a film set works. I said, you can't have a bunch of people on set causing unnecessary distractions. People don't know that aren't a part of film, don't know film etiquette when they're on set. And I just said, there's going to be a ton of fucking people there. Like, this is a big ass scene. There's going to be other girls there. There's going to be tons of actors and actresses. And
was this a verbal transmission or was this over text message?
This is verbal. Right. This is verbal. And she's just like, I don't know. She's like, no, that just makes me uncomfortable. I said,
oh, okay. Yes.
I was just like, well, there's going to be a ton of people there. I said, for initial meetings and stuff like that, where there's not going to be as many people. Yeah, you can bring people. But when we're filming the day of, you're an adult. You don't need somebody there with you.
That's professional.
She made it sound like I was asking her to meet me in the middle of the night in a back alley that's dark with just me and a camera. And that's what she told the owner of this place, is like, this guy, yeah, he wants to get me alone or whatever. And so that's when he responded back with, yeah, I'm just getting an uneasy vibe. And as much as I want to tell him, like, okay, yeah, you're going to believe a fucking stripper over me who's been very professional with you.
It's like, yes, I don't have to pay her much.
But yeah, that's the reason why he said no, because that girl opened her mouth. And
I vaguely remember that conversation, but I don't remember. And the way that you just explained it now, I feel like it was more professional when we were actually talking to the potential clientele.
Oh, 100%. Everything was professional.
And like after we left there, I didn't think that anything was wrong with that. And then after you got that phone call, I was like, what the fuck? You know, like,
yeah.
He was kind of blowing us off, and I feel like, no.
Well, in the end, it was like
for the best.
After we walked into that place, because that was supposed to be for the main because there's 2 strip clubs we needed. That was going to be the main one. But after we walked in there anyways, and I saw how shitty it was and disgusting it was, and the fact that other things go on there probably, I was thinking this would be perfect for your scene, Justin. We're at the end where it's just like, where are they now? You opened up your own strip club thing. I was like, it could be as dirty as the dirtier the better, but
it's like this,
that place is
this one in particular.
How it's still open, I don't understand.
Kind of common for like the fun gunshot wounds and track line dancers.
What's the point of this anyway? Like,
I just wanted to hear that story. It brought me pleasure.
Not
All right.
That should be the name of a strip club. Dusty Roads.
Actually, that would be a good name.
any port in a store.
But a better name would be
So Russ.
Got him.
I like watching Justin's eyes blink really tight when I did that.
Do you like my take? Yeah, you probably didn't listen to it
I listened to your podcast.
when he went. Thank you.
Why am I getting shit for like not listening to our podcast? I'm here.
Because Justin adds stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's actually getting pretty
That's
good.
the thing. He's
Yeah,
adding stuff.
our podcast has been very entertaining lately. And it's just fun to revisit.
Yeah.
His
I listened to the first like 5 episodes today, and it was fucking garbage. I do have to say it was quite shitty.
But I really don't.
Those were actually pretty good. Like you were talking about the
I was talking like
Chainsaw or that-
episode 1 through 5 were bad.
See,
What were you saying though? What did you add?
for your when you were talking about your the hoe train.
Yeah. That's
the
right.
other thing.
He
It's like-
added the Godfather.
I don't have time to listen to a podcast. Like I'm not at
Throw one in.
I'm at
Popular.
I'm not at work. At work, I can't listen to pod. Like whereas you deliver mail, you can have earpods.
I listen to it while I'm getting ready.
I listen
for
about
work.
like 16 hours of podcasts every day.
yeah,
well-
in chipmunk mode.
Well, yeah, but still.
like you can have.
It's like that's one.
I just remember when you had extravaganza, you sang the national anthem. You put clothespins on your ear, and that made you a chipmunk, apparently.
There it is. Simon!
You're like, everyone, please remove your hats.
It was such a shit show. I love it.
Anyways,
That podcast do anything for you? Well, that's not all. Stay tuned next week for the continuation of this episode, or whenever these things come out. Later.